Hey boys, what's up? It's the boy Dave, and man, today we're back with another video, and I wanted to do another reaction, and I love watching content like this, bro. I saw this video that says 20 things removed from Fortnite, and if you guys don't know, I'm not a big Fortnite player. I don't play shooters, but I acknowledge the greatness behind Fortnite. Now, I will say 2K fans and Fortnite fans, y'all the same, because y'all stay complaining, man. Maybe it's for a reason, I don't know. But I've heard this game hasn't been the best, like, it hasn't been good since, like, Season 7 or, like, quite a few seasons. I heard the first few seasons were good, and after that, they weren't. And then, like, I felt bad because Fortnite takes skill, man. And yes, I know people in the comments who are shooter fans, bro. Oh, it doesn't take, yeah, it takes skill. Just, you'll be okay. It takes skill. We all know Fortnite takes skill, legitimate skill. But let's get started on the video, man.
Fortnite Chapter 3 is releasing next month, and because Epic Games are starting from the ground up, I wanted to look back at things that secretly got removed.
And it's like visually appealing, and I feel bad. And let me add one more thing before I start. Fortnite is the reason, like, I hate certain games, because it's like you look at most of the games nowadays, and they're all battle royale, battle royale, battle royale. And it's so weird, man. It's like it started a big wave of just, I don't know, whatever.
This chapter in case, well, you know, we don't see him again. And so let's kick it off with one thing that is officially shutting down for good and will never return. Of course, I'm talking about Fortnite China. This is probably one of the biggest pieces of Fortnite news since Fortnite got banned from the App Store. And a shocking twist, it turns out that Fortnite China is actually going to be deleted from the internet in just 2 weeks.
That's weird.
Yeah, November 15th, Epic Games is shutting.
That's weird. I wonder why, bro.
Down China for good and deleting everyone's accounts. That means all their
Yikes.
work, levels, skins, and V-Bucks will just be gone forever. There are even some petitions out there begging for Epic to let them transfer their accounts to the regular version of Fortnite. But
I mean, if you delete something like this, bro, shouldn't they like refund you everything that you put into skins and just everything in the game? I don't know. You tell me. You guys tell me down below.
Isn't looking great for those guys. So why is China even getting deleted? Well, some people think it's because of new gaming laws, and others think it's because Epic just weren't really making money on it. I mean, yeah, it's a free-to-play game with 0 microtransactions, so it's no surprise they're removing it. But with that news aside,
I mean, that's fair.
A lot more secretly removed items, like the symbiote mythics. Alright, this season we haven't had an incredible amount of unique.
The only thing I'll say, guys, the only thing I don't like about Fortnite is just like, it just seems like it's never content on one thing. There's always the big season intro and all this big, like, it's just like, that's just me, bro. I don't know. It just seems like it's doing a bit too much, but hey, who am I to tell Epic about how they run stuff?
At the start, we had 2 symbiote mythics. They were really fun. It made for some interesting plays.
Oh, wow.
We were all disappointed when Fortnite announced they'd be leaving the game on October 18th. Well, that was cool and all, but just a few days before the 18th arrived, these symbiote mythics were nowhere to be found. No one knew what happened.
Yikes.
Well, it turned out that Epic secretly removed them because of an overpowered glitch. Instead of fixing it, they just deleted them from the game. Still not as weird, though, as the machine pistol.
That boy butt-ass naked. That's tough.
Alright, probably one of the most confusing items in Fortnite history has been the machine pistol. This thing was all over the place in Chapter 1 and even was accidentally added to the game a few times in Season X. Well, we didn't hear much about it until Chapter 2 came out.
That, like, I hear about that so much. Like, it seems like within the Fortnite world, bro, everything's always being added and taken out. And then I've heard about influencers. I guess you would call them game changers. But there are certain influencers who have a big say in what gets put in the game and not. But with a game like this, it's so frustrating because there's high-level players who aren't influencers, man. So it's like if you got somebody with a big name, I'm just going to give an example like Ninja saying, oh, this shouldn't be in the game, it's blah, blah, blah. They're going to do it because he's that big name. You know, that's kind of what sucks. And I've heard about that happening with Fortnite. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Around, and the machine pistol appeared on the daily challenge board in Season 2. But then they switched it out with the
That's not a big deal.
Out of nowhere, and like nobody noticed. It's like Epic pretended this gun simply never existed.
Wow.
Well, we haven't heard anything from it since.
Yikes.
Fair enough, though. We're more bummed out about the removal of the Mythic mushroom.
My brother's so good at building in this game, bro. It's crazy.
A mysterious item appeared that barely anyone knew about. It was the Mythic golden mushroom. mushroom. This thing was added in complete secret. Epic didn't put it in the patch notes or anything. It also had a crazy spawn rate of like 1 in 10,000. So even if you tried your hardest to get it, it was entirely luck.
So why add that to the game? Why add that?
0.01% odds of finding this thing, you'd be rewarded with an item that healed 100 shield in a second.
Oh wow.
If this thing wasn't as rare, it would be the most OP item.
That's OP as yeah, bro. That's OP as fuck.
Nobody even noticed when Epic. This is Blankos.
Of course we get hit with an ad, bro.
The free-to-play multiplayer game where you can
my bad, guys.
Earn and secretly remove the mushroom in season 4. And we're all still sad about the Ghost and Shadow Henchmen. When you go from season to season, there isn't much that sticks around. Most things are vaulted and replaced with new items. But there are 2 guys who stuck around for like 5 seasons straight, and that's the Lonely Henchmen. Throughout season 4, they traveled all over the island. They were becoming
skins are such a big part of the gaming community now, bro. It's crazy.
And then they finally settled down near Camp Cod, waiting for Galactus to arrive. And then in season 5, they were nowhere to be found. Well, that's unless you went up to an IO elevator, in which you had a low chance of actually spotting them. Flash forward to season 7, we have no idea what happened to them, but then during Operation Skyfire, we noticed that they had somehow gotten themselves trapped inside of the mothership. Well, we all know what happened to that thing. Maybe the henchmen are now in the ocean, or maybe we'll just never see them again. But
do you guys think Epic Games will have another success like Fortnite ever? You guys think they're gonna just milk it?
Cop cars. So last year, Epic Games removed police cars from Fortnite for a very understandable reason. They did it without telling anyone, and only eagle-eyed fans noticed. They even wanted stars to remove it from creative. If you tried to place a cop car at the time, it would place a default car instead, and eventually, they just straight up deleted it.
Imagine how many people were triggered, bro.
To this day, it still hasn't returned, and they might never come back. There was even a drivable police car in the works at some point, but I bet plans for that are scrapped as well. Another thing secretly removed is the fire trap. I mean,
what is the fire trap?
Anyone remembers this item. It was a trap back in season
Bro, what the fuck? What?
4, and yet almost
season 4? When was this?
No one even remembers that it was in the game. I mean, I sure didn't.
Shit, I didn't know either.
Set fire to things, and if you stood on it, it would set everything in the area alight. It seemed too, but Epic removed this thing so quickly that it's almost like it was never in the game to begin with.
That's actually lit though.
Next item, because everyone remembers the Mythic Primal Shotgun. All the way back in season 6, there was one thing on everyone's mind: why is the Primal Shotgun so overpowered? And then Epic made it even worse by adding.
I wonder, bro. I wonder if is it hard to like adjust stuff like that? If something's so OP, like why does that happen so often within a video game, man? Damn.
A Mythic version of the gun to the Spire Assassin. I mean, people freaked out over this one, so Epic panicked and secretly replaced it with a Mythic Recycler in the next update.
And then, like, you have the different levels of the guns. Like, you got the gold, the blue, purple, blah, blah. Like, if it's, like, gold, wouldn't it have to be... Like, why is it a surprise that something's OP? Now, if it's, like, insanely OP, I understand. But, like, I don't know, bro.
And then they just pretended it never happened. I mean, I'm not surprised that this gun was so overpowered, it was ridiculous. But I really think you should hear about the secret POI on the mountain.
I don't notice shit like that.
The drop in season 5 was an unmarked POI over in the mountain. It was a secret Ghost Headquarters POI, which was eventually taken over by Shadow. And it was one of the only things fully remaining from the Ghost v Shadow era. But this place had a ton of chests.
Tell me why she just pulled out a fucking Nintendo Switch, bro.
And it was one of the only things
she just pulled out a Nintendo. Tell me that's not. So she didn't just pull out a Nintendo Switch, bro? Come on now.
Era. But this place had
Easter egg. Come on now.
A ton of chests, a whole vent system, and it was easy to find from anywhere on the map. But unfortunately, Epic secretly removed this thing when they dropped the New Kids Cantina POI and replaced the Shadow Headquarters without anyone realizing. Since then, it's been permanently vaulted from the island, and I kind of miss it. Just like I also miss itemized upgrade benches.
My bad, chat.
Right now, the only way to upgrade your weapons is through an NPC or finding an upgrade bench around the map. But a couple seasons ago, it wasn't always this expensive.
I didn't like this. I didn't like this one.
Itemized benches, which you could literally pick up and take with you, and you could throw them wherever you wanted. But in season 4, Epic secretly vaulted.
They seem like, bro. They seem like they're doing too much in this game. It's so weird.
And for the rest of Chapter 2, we have been patiently waiting for them to return. But to this day, they still haven't come back. Maybe in Chapter 3,
that's so weird, bro. They're
really
doing too much.
When Epic vaulted sharks. Yeah, we've had a fair share of wildlife in Chapter 2, but one of the scariest and most useful of them were these sharks.
That's a lion. There's no way that's a hog, bro, or whatever, bro. Whatever it's called.
The scariest and most useful.
That's a lion. Look at the fur. Tell me I'm wrong. Come on now.
Of them were these sharks. These guys have been around the longest and also gave some insane loot if you killed the right one.
Oh, Blade. Huh, that's dope. I would love a Ghostbuster skin.
When Epic actually quietly removed sharks from the game entirely. We have no idea why they did this. They even have plans to allow sharks to drop pumpkin launchers, but they're not in the game. Very sad day
That's
for top
weird.
5 gaming. But I was even more bummed when I heard about the Midas flopper. If you want something that was
I have, bro,
secretly
what? I've never heard of a lot of this stuff, bro. This is so weird.
that we can't ignore the Midas flopper. This was one of the
So
most
weird,
infamous
bro.
fish in Fortnite history. Everyone wanted to get their hands on this, but it was super rare. You only had a 1% chance of catching it, and you could only find it in a specific part of the map. But because it was so rare, when Epic actually removed the lake you could find it in, no one realized that the Midas flopper was also gone for good. Literally, it took
What does it
weeks for anyone
do?
to realize that Epic had secretly removed this thing in Season 5. No idea why they didn't bring it back, but at least we know all about the group baller.
Now, what does it do?
Ballers in Chapter 1, but the closest thing we
I
got
remember
to getting
those.
This chapter was back
I remember those, bro. Those are fun.
That was literally a baller. It was one of the coolest items of the season. But unfortunately,
the
there was a
fuck?
huge bug with this thing that would send you flying across
Wow.
the entire map. I mean, it was so
Wow.
broken. Look, you can teleport literally anywhere.
Y'all gotta
Instead of
fix
fixing
that.
It, though, Epic decided to straight up press the delete button and has never returned since
Yeah,
back
never
then.
mind. I don't know those. I thought they were
Even
showing
more
something else.
surprised when they learned
I
about
don't
the creepy
remember those.
cardboard. Back in Season 2, one of the most fun and fresh items were the cardboard boxes. You can find them around the island and throw them down to hide in them. They were kind of like a reskinned Sneaky Snowman. I mean, they were awesome and also harmless.
That's dope.
Unfortunately, even though people loved it, Epic went into Season 3 without them. And of course, without any patch notes, no one noticed when they were removed. The real fun item, though, was the flare gun. Okay, so back to Chapter 1,
Flare
Epic
gun.
revealed the flare gun during an animated short, and eventually came into the game in Chapter 2, Season 3. It was one of the most useful items Fortnite has ever added. People used the flare gun everywhere they went. Like most of the items on this list,
So what do
a
you-
season later, Epic removed it without telling anyone. So as cool as this was, at least it lasted
What the
the whole
fuck?
season. I can't say the same for Bud the Mushroom. Back in 2020, a mysterious secret...
That's so weird. A lot of the, bro, it's like there's so much on this list, and I don't even I don't know about half of this stuff, man.
The Fortnite...
Another ad. Come on now. Y'all killing me, bro. Come on, man.
no one knew about. In the last few weeks of Chapter 2, Season 2, there was a random talking mushroom over at Weeping Woods, and if you fed him wood and then danced with him, he would literally turn into a walking healing station. He'd follow you
Wow.
around and give you shield whenever you needed it, but the reason no one
They
knew
just
about it at
they
the
ripped
time
this
was
off from
because
Plants
he was
vs
only in
Zombies.
game for
Even
a
though
single day.
the mushroom doesn't heal in Plants
Season
vs
2,
Zombies. That's kind of
and we never
weird.
saw him again. Well, that is until Season 8, where he became a little Easter egg at Madcap's Mill. Even then, he's just furniture now. He doesn't actually heal you anymore.
Wow,
But even
that's
he
shitty.
wasn't as overpowered as the pay-to-win superhero skins. At the very start of this year, Epic dropped superhero skins that you could customize.
That's
but they
dope.
didn't account for the fact that if you turn your skin all black or all white, it was literally pay-to-win. I mean, it was so hard to spot, especially on a console with shadows. It was crazy, and it set the whole community into a frenzy. I mean, everyone
Wow.
was talking about this. Now, luckily, Epic swiftly fixed
Wow,
it. by
wow.
superhero skins, but it was definitely
Goated hiding spot.
the weird time to be a Fortnite player. But if we're going from something everyone hated to a
Wow.
beloved feature, then we have to go to vaults. Vaults were one of the best additions in Chapter 2.
Never heard of it.
Season 2, Season 3, and then there were even some in the Marvel season as well. But for some reason,
Never
despite
heard of it.
everyone loving these things, Epic decided to just get rid of them in Season 5. Like every single one of them. Well, the vaults that are still around today, completely empty and unusable. And somehow it's even sadder seeing these empty vaults and
Yikes.
Epic just straight up deleting them. I mean, I hope they return in Chapter 3.
Yikes,
And I really
yikes.
hope next season brings us 100% chest spawns. One of the weirdest things that Epic has ever
Chest
removed
spawns.
was 100% chest spawn. For the last half of Chapter 2, you could land on a house and not even get a single chest. For years, Fortnite had these same locations for chests, and you knew you could drop anywhere safely, have a fair fight. Now, completely RNG. We have been waiting for the return of 100% chest spawn for what feels like an eternity, so maybe they'll
That's
return in
shitty.
Chapter 3. But honestly,
This just shows that they're doing too much, man. They're definitely trying to do
there's a
too
big
much.
chance it'll never come back, which is a pretty scary thought. And finally, we have the most out-of-nowhere removal in all of Chapter 2, and that is choppas.
Choppas.
For the majority of the chapter, choppas were the go-to vehicle. I mean, yeah, boats are cool, but choppas could get you anywhere you wanted, and were great at doing so. They were used by pretty
Why are you
much
saying it
everyone,
like
even
that?
pros love them, which is why we were all surprised when one day we woke up and they just weren't there. Kind of like they vanished
Doing too
overnight,
much.
and eventually Epic replaced them with the Joyride update and stuff, but it's like we never even got to say goodbye.
I got
They even added helipads and POIs, but no choppas? And if that wasn't weird enough, a few seasons ago, Epic were working on an RPG that could lock onto helicopters, so why did they vault them?
That's
No
weird.
idea. It'll forever be a mystery. But
I'm gonna end it here though. Like, what the takeaway from this video is that, like, I heard somebody say one day that games like Fall Guys didn't do enough, and games like Fortnite did too much. This just shows me how much you, and I know they want to make it fun, and it's so fair to try to do that. Like, sorry. Streaming late, man. That's what happens. You get tired. But like I don't know what season they're on, but that's fair to try to do a lot with your game. But it's like you're doing too much, and it's like weird shit that they're doing. They're like weird, like it's like this is such a simple game, and you can have fun shit in it, but like you're doing too much, bro. I don't even know half of this stuff. I think I knew like 5 things on this list, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, guys. But you know, I just wanted to sit back and watch, man. I was genuinely curious. This was on the trending page. So if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. I do enjoy reacting to top 10 things, top 20 things. I love this kind of content. So let me know down below what you guys thought of the video and what you want me to react to next. I'm going to see y'all boys next time.